Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, the host of this show where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. In the coronavirus lockdown, we're seeing trends that will establish the next cycle of startup innovation. We'll see the government shift to building out the infrastructure and response programs for healthcare and public safety initiatives, such as building up stockpiles of medical supplies and equipment. This will include initiatives to establish flexible manufacturing and secure supply chain to build equipment on demand, such as ventilators. The government will also declare certain industries as strategically important. Governments will look to establish safety nets through indirect and direct means. There will be a move to provide support for gig workers and other small business workers with a basic income during times of pandemic. Medicare will update HIPAA laws to allow for the use of commonly used communication tools such as Skype, and will allow for Medicare billing for telemedicine. In education, the government will look to allow homeschooling and online learning for K-12 kids. Taxes will most likely rise to cover the cost of these changes. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up something today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for the basis of investment decisions.